You know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams into modestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the pettiness. A reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams into modestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow
do, so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the pettiness.
Dohar, you have full permission to speed this caution up as long as there's not many cars pitting.
So we got some guys in pit road.
10-4, 10-4.
Side by side from the back of NASCAR country here just outside of Charlotte and Concord, North Carolina. Right off the rip of this thing, big time caution there. Not sure what quite happened. We're going to stay side by side here. We'll cut the coverage 100% as you're used to seeing it here in the next couple minutes. Thanks for being here. You're watching Nosscar on Redline Racing Network. Under caution after literally an incident as they took the green flag.
Is everybody in the right gear now? It's the one that says N, right? Yes, sir.
Green's out. Green flag. Green flag.
Hang on, I'm gonna ride for a second.
race fans, we are live green flag action here in Concord, North Carolina on a beautiful evening, not a cloud in the sky. The stars of Nosscar doing business out there on the racetrack. We're trying to get the graphics package up and working correctly as it should. We're going to keep it right here. You're not going to miss any of the high-flying, high-octane racing action, but we're going to stay wide open coverage to try to get this graphics package up and running to present it to you with all the data that you're used to seeing here on Redline. Stick around, don't go anywhere. We're going to stay, as I said, wide open coverage. You're not going to miss anything.
Sorry if I got your arrow loose. I wasn't trying to.
Nah, I clipped the apron.
Good job catching that.
Dude, that track change in the middle of the corner scared the hell out of me.
well, race fans, we're just going to have to do this one the old-fashioned way. Before all the modern advancements of timing and scoring layover brought to the graphical user interface, which you guys see at home. Redline Racing Network locked in. It's Tuesday night. As I said previously, the Nosscar boys are out there on the racetrack, but welcome to the 44 show, as he puts another car, yet another lap down. You're going to see some graphics that you're typically not accustomed to seeing tonight, things that us racers see. But nonetheless, it is the John Osborne show, as he currently started on that outside front row, but since the disastrous initial green flag, he has been large and in charge here. Closest battle inside the top three for that second and third place position right here. There's two Chevrolets here. From stem to stern, great looking paint scheme on the 7 as well as Travis Barnes here, started 7th. He resides in that third place position. He's going to round out your podium. That trio of Chevrolets here, that early run 1, 2, 3. Ooh, a little bit of contact there on that 7th place position. Elijah Fisher, I think, just got into the fence there, or perhaps that was the 41. Buzz Lightyear doing his thing. He's always mixing it up, 2 by 2, side by side. That bothers me here, especially with the amount of laps that we have on the junior. These drivers doing a great job giving each other room. Really seem to try to stick it right between the two, and he's able to get down in time. But this is the hornet's nest right here, this cluster of race cars. Got the 57 in there as well. Oh, almost 3 wide just behind him. And folks, it is not okay to 3-way at Charlotte. Oh, they're a little ping-ponging off each other, getting up close and personal, getting skinny, boys. I swear to God. These drivers have no problem at times going 3 wide. I think we get more wild up here in the broadcast booth than these boys down here on the racetrack. Still fast side by side, like this. Green flag pit stops underway. Oh, look at the slide for life. He goes full-blown Baja mode. He's going to lock it down. He comes back up across traffic. Nobody hits him. Are you serious? Forget code brown. That was code green. Everything. And again, folks, watching this at home, you're going to see some graphics you typically don't see tonight. Just working with what we have right now to bring you the sights and sounds here from the virtual Charlotte Motor Speedway. Let's go ahead and roll playback here. I was just saying I was concerned about the 3 wide. Watch this car just get gonged right off the corner. He locks it down, completely airmails the road course, and then he comes right back up on the racetrack and whoo! I'll tell you what, guys, I am under the weather. I am not feeling good. But I am trying to pull through here for you guys and match the level of intensity that you're typically used to seeing from me. Look at that driving. I mean, that is getting up on the wheel. But here's the part. Oh, that's where he ran out of talent and accidentally brought it back up on the racetrack. Probably felt he had that car under control, and then that grass is like ice. Forget about it. I just can't believe no one ate him for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. As we now go back to the live side of things here. Actually, I lied to you. There, now we're live. Know anything happened to that degree out there on the racetrack just moments ago. He's drivers continue battling just outside of the top 10. The 91 of Allard running in that 13th place. Helms wants a piece of the action as he's on a newer set of tires.
Got you right here, Rob.
Again, it's all John Osborne. 4-second advantage. Back to the 7 of Barnes.
All clear.
And then another. About a second back to Jordan McGraw. That's going to be your top 5. Tyler McMurder started in that 11th place position. Currently runs silently in that 8th position, just doing what McMurder does. Just chips away at it, takes his time rhythmically, coming up to the field. Chevrolet's having a really good showing here so far this evening as well. '77 at Bill Hart, just in front of him. You expect him to run well. He does, 99.9% of the time. Everyone in the top 16. There's Batman. Well, back on PlayStation 3 and 4, it was Batman. And iRacing, it's Thomas Geyer. Was the last car holding on to the lead lap. He's going to point that thing down pit road. He's going to lock it in his box. Come on, buddy, get it in there. He just parked that car like my 85-year-old grandmother. But nonetheless, it's
right
in
here,
the box.
34's coming in.
Service it. It's legal. And he is done and away in the rumble machine. That will put him probably a lap, maybe
98
2 laps
pitting.
down, depending on... Oh, no! Don't do it! Every time I talked about drivers while I'm broadcasting, I swear I invoke the broadcaster's curse, and he about almost stepped on his lug nuts there with that one. He hit that bump on cold tires, and man, he did a great job locking that car down. As I was saying before that happened, everyone now in the top 15 on the lead lap. Nick Pence in that 81. There he is, and Albie, look at that. The 81 is
7
not
pitting,
bent up
7
yet.
pitting.
Beautiful looking paint, monster paint scheme on that Dark Horse Mustang, excuse me. This will cycle things as far as positions go. We currently work lap 65 of the schedule. 110 here from Charlotte, under the lights in prime time. This is going to put McMurder now inside the top 5. He currently runs in 4th. Fisher just reeled his way all the way up to P2. From starting in the rear with the gear, 16th starting spot for him. And he has rebounded nicely. Laps written in the history books here on Redline Racing Network. We're going to step aside, just pay a couple bills. Right back here with coverage from
6 car
Charlotte
pitting in here.
as the 6 car. Green flag pit stops underway right now.
TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
I'm bidding.
Fans, welcome back to Concord, North Carolina, or better known as Charlotte Motor Speedway. Was Charlotte then when it was Jimmy Johnson's house? It became Lowe's Motor Speedway. How fitting. Modern day, present time now. Back to Charlotte Motor Speedway, and here we are with the next gen car. Nosscar boys doing business as usual on this beautiful Tuesday evening. Want to thank all of you for joining us, watching all of the high-flying, high-octane racing action here on Redline Racing Network.
Hey, Pat Mac, what were your tires there? Just out of curiosity.
Here's some of the drivers at right now. This track and this car is doing right now.
53 reg front, 62 reg rear.
As T-Mac
10-4,
calls that
44,
out
64.
over the radio, and that's the HMFI. On the horn in that session, heard that transmission, so the drivers don't Justin Aniscott, that Red Bull 97. How much Red Bull
Nice move, 6.
left in
Thank you. Just trying to not let you put me in a pickle there. It's like, yeah, maybe I'll throw it in.
No surprise that another bow tie leads the way.
Yeah, well, I was trying to hold you back there for a lap or two.
Behind him, though, he is trying to rewrite the
Thank you, Gary.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then there's the fish in the six. Morgan Lilly actually just behind. There's Morgan. That 41 quick whacker.
I'll work with you. Just you gotta make hay.
Hear Dohar talking strategy there on the open radio. Josh Taylor starting the third.
Thank you, Travis.
Currently in that 15th place position right now. Another Redline run. Use the 87. Here, that's Anasagog. Josh Taylor, wrong direction, qualified inside the top 10. We are gapped out, stretched out to the max right now. Outside the someone actually said they started in reverse somehow. Outside of that, we've been pretty much green flag caution.
Sorry about that, 5. Just got tight.
It's all right.
I know it was amazing. Not it. I can't believe that either. as some of the French now position. Wants to do quick business at 50 and get on by him just to alleviate. Decided to put that thing on the hauler. That now leaves 17 cars on the lead lap. The last one being the 17 of Morris. Typically, we don't see him this far. Usually, he's one of the front runners, but now he's kind of behind them, probably late. Lead lap, though. As long as you're on the lead lap, you get a caution. Change the outlook and outcome of your race in an instant, especially with it all comes down to aggressive power. Gain some spots on these restarts. Out there, some fat off, which is hard to inside of the top three. 97 of Anderson got. Side-by-side action. Here comes 6. Here comes Fisher, reeling him back in again. They have something to say about this before all is said and done. Lap 96. Quickly approaching the lap. If you're John caution flag. You are doing every type of rain dance, whatever it is you may believe in. Complete for John Osborne. Is that 50 car still trolling him back there? It absolutely is. He has not been able to get away from that 50. Rob Shaw. Place position. One of our friends north of the border here. All right, guys, I'm going to step aside here for a quick minute. I'm going to leave the cameras pointed right here. Try to catch my friend last right, race fans, just 10 laps remain in this one. Here from the beautiful state of North Carolina, live on Redline Racing Network. Oh, come on, Matt. Everyone currently trying to match the pace of this man, who has just been on another level. At times you swear he has twin turbos underneath that ZL1 Mustang or Camaro. I mean, he has just had a blistering pace all night tonight, and even when he's gotten behind a little bit due to green flag pit stops, he has done what he has needed to do. What is going on right now? For those of you watching that 6 car, little Ford on Ford action here. He's going to turn it down to the bottom. Let's see if he can keep his foot in it. Oh, he's going to get skinny. No contact made, though. At the line, it's still the Kendall. No Barbie required in this one. Kind of going to push him up the track just a little bit. He's going to clear him with the contact. Tick, tick, to tick, tick, because 5 laps remain. This is the best battle on the racetrack. This is where we're going to keep it. Oh, get skinny, boys. Someone's got to send it in there Bon Jovi style, living on a prayer, and the 6 does. He kept his foot in it. He was able to shoot out of a cannon and slip right up in front of Kendall. So Fisher now has overtaken that 2nd place position, with popsicle sticks going in the air next time by for this man. Again, no threat, no competition anywhere near him, as he's almost back to that 5-second lead again. Oh no. Two laps remain, popsicle sticks in the air. Let's go back here to Fisher. Oh, the 23 was able to get by Kendall. He was 2/10 faster that time by, but I don't think he's going to be able to get there. The 6 just needs to hit his marks. It's just going to be 1 lap to go. Brought to you by Team Watson Racing Setups. You want to put some serious boogie under your hoodie? Watson. That's what happens when you combine genius and moron on the racetrack. Let them know Redline sent you, they'll hook you up, become part of the family. And off at turn number 4, the 44 schools the competition. And like a bully, point blank in broad daylight, lays the smackdown on the field with a whopping 5.2 seconds margin of victory over Fisher. Great run, by the way. Ruiz, Kendall slid all the way back to 4th. Morgan Lilly, Jordan McGraw, Tyler McMurder is going to come home with the 7th place finish. Dohar in 8th, 9th Anna Sagak after leading late. And Shane Hart going to round out your top 10.
Awesome race, guys. Very clean. The only yellow we had was the one at the initial start. After that, we went green the whole way.
As you just heard McMurder congratulating the field on outside of just
Second Cup win of the season for John Osborne. Be on the lookout for a potential post-race interview, John, with Matt Metler in the Discord. He might do that.
get ready to watch John burn the house down here. He's going to get the rest of the good out of these good years, and as you heard
I
Tyler
think we
say,
had good strategy there, Dohar. Another 5 laps. I think I would have been in 5th.
his second win on the season, and he
I
was
know.
really
If we didn't
starting
have
to
the
hit
first
stride.
yellow, it probably works out a little better for us because we have a couple more green flag laps. We'd really saved our stuff.
Go ahead and
Yeah, I agree. That was
So
a
you
lot
get
of
an
fun.
interview with
Before
this
the
guy
whole
here.
cycle of pit stops began, I was 19th. So to get a top 10, I'm very happy.
as he continues to celebrate here for that Chevrolet.
Only 2 drivers have 2 Cup wins this season. Connor Pritico and
Beautiful
now
looking paint scheme on that car.
John
I'm really
Osborne.
digging the gold rims. As he puts those famous colors made famous by Dale Earnhardt Sr., a.k.a. the Intimidator, back when he was sponsored by Wrangler before the legendary number 3 car everyone recognizes him for with that black paint scheme. Those were his colors before then. Very similar to what you saw on the Wrangler car. As we now wait to interview our top performers of this race. Well, let's start off here with our second place finisher. Let's see if I can move him. I cannot move him. There's Osborne. Well, let's see here. Well, he's going to have to come down here and join him. As we now barge our way into Two-Ton Hussey. Sorry to interrupt you guys. Matt up in the booth. I couldn't drag you up to the broadcast booth, so I had to come in here and bust up your party. I apologize for doing that. Do you guys have
that's okay.
Well, hey, man, first of all, I mean, welcome to the John Osborne Show. That was an impressive run, man. How are you able to put that type of performance up on the racetrack tonight?
I got to tell you, this is the best car I've ever had at this track. It just, it felt good in practice, felt good in qualifying. I left a little bit out there. I might have been able to get the pole, but I was fine starting second. Those guys took off, and they were really pushing really hard, and I was just going to leave it in 5th and just ride the bottom. And so I never shifted the entire race. I was in 5th the whole time, and I felt like that was the best way to go. But the car was just insanely hooked up. Once I got clean air, oh man, she would turn. She would not turn behind all those cars, and so I just had to be very patient. And I know Jordan he hit the apron, got loose. I got by him, and then I don't remember who got loose ahead of me, and I was able to get by, second and first. And then I'm just like, all right, well, I'm just going to stay with my strategy. And, was just focusing on hitting my marks. And yeah, I just kept pulling away. And so I decided, because of the gap that I had over second and third, that I was just going to run the fuel as close to out as I could. Because I knew that I would, be able to kind of maintain, because I'd have a little bit cleaner racetrack. And, I knew that the 97 had pitted very early, so I wasn't very worried about him. And he was very clean when I got by him. Same thing for the 12. He pitted a few laps before and raced me very clean. So, shout out to those two guys, Justin and Kyle. I appreciate y'all racing me clean. But yeah, man, this Nike 44 Camaro was she was fast tonight, man. And very, very excited. Second win of the season. I love this racetrack. Wish I could have done a little bit better at the Roval, but I did have a 0X, and so I'll consider that a win there, because I'm not very good on road courses. I know that, but to cap the night off with a win is pretty special, and I'm very happy.
Well, hey, man, if you can run the road or the ovals like that, you don't need to worry about turning right and left, my man. I mean, that was impressive. I have been watching racing and virtual racing at this racetrack for quite some time. And, it's kind of ironic. The colors on that car remind me of someone else named the Intimidator back before Goodwrench went on the car, his Wrangler car. So to see you out there with those colors on the car kind of brought me back to what he used to be able to do here in his prime. A lot of great competition and talent in this league. And, I mean, you talked about being patient during this race, and you mentioned when you got behind somebody, just the aero tightness of this car, it just wouldn't turn. How much patience and dedication does it take to just trust the process in that point, knowing that you have a race-winning car, just to be patient and let it come back to you?
With the amount of fuel that we have in this car, I think we run right around 100% fuel. And with it being 110 laps, I figured that if I could get out there, if I could stay patient and get out there and kind of grow a lead, that would give me an advantage on the backside. But as far as staying patient, I just kept making sure I was getting down to the white line in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And was trying to not run directly behind the car in front of me, because any bit of air on the front of these cars helps it turn. If you're directly behind a car, it just doesn't. It just wants to go straight. And so for that reason, I would just back off entry a little bit, entering 1 and entering 3. And that would really help the drive off, so I could stay lower and not get up into the wake of the car in front of me. So that was the big thing. If I would have needed to shift, I had that in my back pocket. Just the cards fell where I never had to. I don't think I could have put together a better race tonight other than starting from the pole, leading all the laps and running the fastest lap and winning the race. But that's rare that happens. But the way it ended up, I think I led the most laps and won the race. Starting second, it's not too bad. Obviously, it's not where you start, it's where you finish.
That's right.
So overall, just a fantastic night. I think that propels me back into the points lead, because wins pay out so much here in Nosscar. Man, I'm really excited. Hopefully we can carry the momentum into next week.
Well, hey, man, that was the best interview I've had in a long time. And folks at home, that information, that data that he gave you, save this clip, because that, my friend, is all kinds of laps out there at iRacing, giving you all some of the secrets of this next-gen car right there from our winner this evening. It's all about keeping that air on that nose and being able to manage the dirty air and being patient in this race car at this racetrack. And I don't think there's no better example of doing that at a high level than what we've seen tonight out of that 44 machine. Before I cut you loose, man, I want to thank you for the extended interview. I appreciate all the feedback and everything you've shared with us that kind of capped off your amazing performance this evening. But before I cut you loose, who do you want to thank who helps you get it done on the 44? The floor is yours for one final time.
I definitely want to thank Tyler Dohar. He's been a good friend of mine ever since I've been on iRacing. I've been on iRacing now 5 years, so really appreciate him. Talked to him well before the season started about potentially running Nosscar this year, and he was like, yeah, come on over, man. You can run on our team. And so, being on the two-toned Hussies, I appreciate Tyler. He's very fast, and he's just an overall, great dude. Great singer too. I don't know if you knew that. I want to thank the league, Nosscar. I'm having a blast. Just having so much fun in here. This is a lot of fun. Thank you up here in the booth. We're going to see you the rest of the season. So,
sir.
Golf clap for that. I'm excited about it. And last but not least, I want to thank my dad. We lost my mom at the very end of last year, and later to rest at the very beginning of this year. It's been a very difficult start to the year 2026. And so, you know, my dad has had it really rough. And so my mom really loved watching these races. And so, you know, anytime that I can get a win, obviously I want to say thank you to my mom up in heaven. She's watching out for me. And Dad, I appreciate you. We got one tonight, and love you. And I'm sure we'll talk tomorrow. He might have already fallen asleep. It's pretty late, but yeah, man, that's about it. Thank Nike for being on the hood and on the side of the car tonight. And you kind of hit the nail on the head there when you mentioned the colors on the car. There might have been a reason why I ran those colors, and you might have got it right, sir. So he was very good at this racetrack, and so why not run the old yellow and blue?
Hey, I couldn't agree with that logic anymore, and I am so sorry to hear about your mother in your family. And I lost my mom too not that long ago, so I know what that's like to go through. And man, you just keep putting races together like that, and I promise you they'll be watching every single time you turn left on that racetrack, brother.
Well, I sincerely appreciate it, sir. Looking forward to next week, and we'll see you then.
Absolutely. We'll speak with you then. Until then, you have a great night.
You too, sir.
And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, the voice of John Osborne. And God dang it, that was a heck of an interview. We ain't done yet, folks, either. One down. We still got 2 to go, or heck, whoever may else want to speak with us here on the post-race coverage here on Redline Racing Network. Again, that was your winner tonight. Where's the driver of the 6? Is Elijah in this chat?
Yes, I am.
Man, I'll tell you what. There was one individual in that YouTube.com live chat that was probably watching you more than I was. Every single lap you turned, he knew what you did before I did it. He was kind of like my insider throughout the course of this race. You started back in the woods in that 16th position. You had your work cut out for you. You survived that wild initial start, and you're able to drive it all the way up there to P2. Walk me through your race tonight, buddy, and do you think you may have had anything for the 44 there at the end if you're a little bit closer?
I don't know about that. He was on rails tonight, but yeah, we just started off the race on a good note. Just started working with managing tires and stuff right off the get-go. We were following the 77 and 21 pretty heavily, and then once he kind of had a little bit of a bobble and some mistakes were going on ahead of us, I kind of just figured like there was a cluster of cars, and I just figured let's just go on the top side for a couple laps and pass those guys, and from there on I figured out, I mean, the car was turning really good. But I mean, I feel just like kind of a Brad Keselowski. If we qualified a little bit better, I think we would have had maybe a better shot at getting up front, but I'm still proud of this effort. I mean, this was my career best at Nosscar.
Still on the head, career best, and it's very difficult to get a top 5 in this league, let alone punch your ticket into the podium. I mean, you have to execute at a very high level. I think, a lot of other drivers that may have been, running virtual racing or sim racing for a long time, may jump in the broadcast and say, hey, I can hang with those guys. Let me tell you something. Before you get that kind of confidence, jump in here with these guys. And it's tough. It's great competition in this league. And I'm not saying that for just to hype it up. I mean it. I've been out there on the racetrack, and I've seen how much you guys have improved over the years. I mean, you've got phenomenal drivers and talent here. And to be able to do what you did, man, that's something to be dang proud of. It sounds like you are. But let me ask you, I got to ask you, the tires out there, I know you guys were sharing tire data in the open chat. How critical was that information? And then how are you able to manage that during the race? Because it seemed like you did a better job of making those Dr. Feelgoods go longer than some of the other guys. And that really seemed to be a strong point to your race tonight, was that tire management that you had.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, not to throw out all the secrets and everything, but if you want more,
I respect that.
everything in there. For me personally, with racing, I've always learned a lot about just racing lines, and that comes from kind of just being as a kid. I loved watching onboard cameras of real drivers and seeing what they did. So one thing I've picked up over the years is kind of a Kevin Harvick-esque, is I was trying to get the left side tires right onto the blue paint and ride that paint around the track. And I was getting a little bit lower than everybody else, and kind of like Osborne was saying, if you can get better air onto the front, the car will turn a little bit better. So I was just getting that little bit lower than everyone. It was feeding the left side of the car, and that would just stick around the bottom of the track. And then once we'd get up to people, of course, we'd have to probably take the top lane to get around them. But yeah, it was just, to be honest, I don't know what was in the car, because normally I'm sitting here complaining about how the dirty air is and screaming my head off about how bad it is and everything. And then tonight, it's like the car didn't even, I mean, I did not feel it at all. I mean, it was just a completely different story. So it felt great to be able to just kind of get the extra lane that just a couple inches. I mean, they say racing's all about the inches, and sometimes it's just in that little bit of a difference on a line. And that kind of made the difference for me, just getting where I wanted to put the left side tires and take care of those sides. Everyone talks about the right front, but them left sides will do you favors too.
That's a great point, and I know you said you don't want to let too many of the secrets out. We'll let you stop with that one right there. You had a great battle with Kyle Kendall there at the end, too. I got a little worried. I mean, you guys were getting up close and personal, but you kept it off of each other. It was a great battle there, kind of to close the race out. Obviously able to complete the pass and come home P2 with a solid effort. Before I cut you loose, who do you want to thank who helps you get it done on the 6th?
Well, first and foremost, I got to thank God, of course. Without him, I mean, this wouldn't be possible. So, and then, of course, that chatter, that's probably my mom, I'm going to guess. So thank you, Mom, for always supporting me in racing and keeping me motivated and going out there with just one race at a time mindset, and just always being there for me. The rest of my family, if you guys tuned in, any family or friends. And, of course, Matt, got to thank you for putting on the broadcast. Shout out to Mac for keeping my head in it. We had a couple rough spots earlier this season, but he's been pretty good for helping me out here. So shout out to him and everybody in Nosscar who's making the competition fun.
Well, there he is, ladies and gentlemen. The Ford man had the plan. That is Elijah Fisher. Comes home second after starting outside of the top 15. Heck of a run for him. We look forward to speaking with you again, my friend.
Thank you.
And then, ladies and gentlemen, that is 2 down. That means we got 1 to go if he is in here. Mr. Ruiz, you got a copy? Check to make sure he's not.
He is not, Matt. He's not already hit the showers.
Gotcha, brother. Well, hey, is there anyone else that wants to chime in? We'll leave this kind of like an open mic for the time being. I know usually Tom's got something to say.
McGraw, he finished in 6th place. Maybe he's open to answering some questions. He had a good run.
Heck yeah, he did.
I guess I can talk about my night.
Let's go for it, man. First of all,
it was
first time I get to talk to you up here in the booth. Walk me through your race tonight, man. How are you able to put together such a great effort?
It was a lot of fun. That first race kind of got us all slicked up for that second run, but
absolutely.
The first, that was a lot of fun. Choked at qualifying, but then got up to P2, just wasn't able to make it happen. But then that second race, I don't know, just had a decent enough qualifying run, and then everyone was kind of taking care of their tires, and I know how aero dependent these cars are, so I figured, what the heck, I'll run some Q laps and just see what happens, and was able to get out in the lead, and actually was feeling like the car was pretty good. And then I had that little slip coming off of 4, and that put me back in dirty air, and then just from there, just kind of fighting the car, but wasn't doing that great of a job of taking care of the right front, and lost a couple of spots as the race went on from there. But I mean, had some fun, was side by side a lot with some guys, and didn't get hit by anything, which is a nice change of pace for normal races on the service. So it was, I had fun. There's really no other way to describe it. It was pretty enjoyable out there.
I mean, when you can race that hard and go caution free for that long, I think everyone that was out there probably would say they had a great time in that race. Now, sometimes things happen. You can't control it. It's racing. But, I mean, collectively, I thought that was a heck of an effort by everybody for going lean, mean, and green that long, especially when you guys race as hard as you do. I mean, because let's be honest. I mean, you guys don't, shy away from running 2, 3, 4 wide. I mean, you guys just send it and act like it's, another day at the office. And it translates to the broadcast, right? Because that's what people at home want to see. But as a driver, as a competitor, you got to be like, man, please, I don't want to go home right now in this moment. But man, you put, like you said, everyone just great heads up racing, and you able to rebound the way that you did. You got some momentum now in your corner with this finish. What do you think you'll be able to do with it in the upcoming weeks? Can you translate that to consistent, you think, performances inside the top 10, or maybe even get that first win?
I mean, it's definitely possible. I mean, it's 3 top 10s to start off, here. I kind of came in a little late, so I don't know if I'm really in any points battle. And so, try to take care of some of the guys that have been here a while. That's kind of priority number 1, is to not make an idiot of myself and do something dumb. But then, you want to race hard and maintain position. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I can at least put myself in position to have some nights I can be proud of. That's for sure. So we'll just see how it goes and just keep digging.
Well, I'll tell you what, spoken like a man that's done this for a while, and I couldn't agree with you anymore. Anytime you arrive on the scene in a new league, regardless of how good you may be or think you are, you want to earn the respect of your peers around you, and that isn't given, it's earned. And the best way to do that is just doing what you said. Go out there, be respectful. Don't be in the news. Don't cause any problems. And then just, pick it up week by week, however you may want to handle your business out there on the racetrack. But nonetheless, it was fun watching you out there this evening. Before I cut you loose, man, who do you want to thank? The floor is yours.
I guess thanks to my parents. They've been going through some stuff lately, but it just is what it is. But that's life, and I don't know. Just thanks to everyone that put this race on and for inviting me and letting me come run and outside of one moment in race number 1, no one's gone out and hit me yet. So that's a positive too. So hey, I mean, just thanks to that, and thanks to y'all for putting on the broadcast of this thing.
Hey, you're more than welcome. And road course racing doesn't count here, so whatever happens on the road course, it kind of just it never was. I'm playing with you; it always counts. But hey, at the end of the day, I think you did pretty darn well coming out of the race the way you did. As I said earlier, going up against some great competition here in Nosscar. Thanks for your time. I appreciate you, and you have yourself a great evening. Ladies and gentlemen,
sir, you too.
Kind of went unscripted here, but hey, we're all about changing things up as we go dynamically. Post-race coverage here on Redline. You heard from the 44 of John Osborne. He just was on another planet this evening. What a performance from him. And then the other side of the coin, you heard from the man that started deep in the pack, 16th all the way to 2nd. Another great interview. And then the new guy in the league who's looking to make a name for himself here in the early going with a stretch or a string now of very good or solid performances, I should say. Look for him to continue to dial it up here in the upcoming weeks. And before I cut this broadcast off, you can sing, Tyler.
Oh my goodness, no.
Oh, that's not what I heard.
I can sing, yes.
Oh, you can? Okay.
Here willingly, no. I've got YouTube videos out from what I just did this past weekend, so if anybody wants to inquire, they can go there.
We can watch. We can share that right now with everybody. We're live.
Oh my goodness, I don't think that is necessary at all.
Okay, well, I won't do that to you. But
I want to give a shout out to you. Thank you very much for helping us out, giving us a platform. To Timac, I mean, this is probably the proudest I've been as a league racer ever, to be able to go 100. Let's say 106 laps green. We just had the fiasco on the start. And sometimes that happens when guys are jittery, after maybe a bad roval race. But really, all in all, everybody minded their P's and Q's, took care of each other. It was a beautiful thing to see. So with that, I had one quick announcement. If you've ever raced in Nosscar before and had a good experience, especially this season, tomorrow's truck race is open to any registered Nosscar driver that's currently registered, on the league. And we would love to see guys out there that want to have a good time, race respectful, but have fun in a plate race where, everybody's got a shot. So we'd love to see a quality size lobby there. So everybody's, having enjoyment, and we got everybody battling it out clean for the win. Thank you to Time Mac above all else for having this. So I have a platform for my buddies like Jordan to come over, John Osborne to come over, having the time of our lives, reminiscing about the old days, and love it. Able to have a relaxing Tuesday evening.
And I think that's a great point. And you don't want to lose sight of that, what you guys did out there on the racetrack as a whole. Going north of 100 laps, green flag, that is huge, especially at this racetrack. I know it's a mile and a half, but there are some different areas on this racetrack where it gets really skinny and you run out of racetrack really quick. And what you guys did, however, I don't know if you saw that one driver that basically went Evel Knievel. I mean, he went full-blown drift mode into a Baja light truck. I mean, went flying through the grass, thought he had it saved. He came back across traffic, probably 4 or 5 instant code brown moments. Everyone got by and somehow just grabbed a gear and kept on going. But that was insane. If you didn't see that real time, go check it out on the broadcast. That was a thriller there. But as you heard, folks, tomorrow night, if you've ever raced a Nosscar, you don't need a charter. It doesn't cost any money. Show up, run what you brung there, and come out in full force. They want to see a healthy field size. Be there tomorrow night in prime time. The Truck Series race tomorrow, it's open to anybody. If you've ever ran in this series, come support the cause. Show up tomorrow and go have some fun to nightcap off your evening in prime time. Tyler, thanks for the update. Also want to thank the other Tyler T-Mac for what he does, all the hard work and dedication he puts into making this league what it is. It takes a lot of time and energy to run one series, let alone multiple series across different platforms, consoles, and PC. Cannot thank him enough for what he does. And as the late, great Tony Trapasso used to say, as you walk down the road of life this week, do us all a favor, don't play in traffic, and we'll see you next time, right here on Redline.